Hi, I'm Reverend Ann from Ceremonies of the Heart by Reverend Ann. And today I'd like to share with you some of my tips for a really awesome wedding. As a minister, I really want to personalize a ceremony so that it reflects you. And in order to create that and to do that, I have created a wedding kit that includes selections from every part of the ceremony, multiple things that are in there. You're going to find an extensive listing of vows that even if you're writing your own vows, gives you some ideas and something to choose from. If you're just choosing a vow that I will be speaking, or perhaps you're repeating after me, there's a lot there to look at and to choose from. You're also going to find that there is an extensive amount of unity ceremonies. There's so many unity ceremonies today that are available. Perhaps some you hadn't thought of. I know there's a lot of them that have been new to me this year. You'll find ways to incorporate and honor the mothers, ways to incorporate the children into your ceremony, and also vows that can be done with children and a blending ceremony if what we're doing is creating a new family unit. So it really is all there for you. Choosing an officiant is important, and it's not something that you may want to leave to the last minute. You need to have somebody that you know you're going to be comfortable with and that you believe is going to present to you a ceremony that reflects who you are and what your beliefs are. I believe that this rehearsal is an important part of the whole planning of a ceremony. And that's one reason I keep the rehearsal as part of my fee. It's at the rehearsal that we actually walk the talk, literally. Now, we've already had a final meeting. You've seen a draft. We've had a meeting where we've gone over who's going to be in the processional. Are the grandparents going to be seated beforehand, or are they going to be part of the processional? Who's walking the moms in? All of those little details. But then we are actually going to do it and see how that works. With the flower girl and the ring bearer, are they going to be sitting with a family member during the ceremony, or are they going to be standing up with the rest of the wedding party? And is there going to be a runner? Sometimes you don't know if there's going to be a runner until the day of the ceremony. But it's important to know because you need to know when that's going to come down and who is going to pull the runner down. Sometimes the runner is only used for the bride. At other times, it's used for the bridal party and the bride. And on some occasions, it's there before the whole ceremony starts, and it's there when the guests come in. So it's good to know. The first thing that's going to happen after the presentation of the bride is I'm liable to look at the bride and groom standing before me and say, just relax and take a breath. Because when we're nervous, we have a tendency to hold our breath, and that's not good. So I'll remind you to take a breath, and that's also a good time to hand your flowers over to your maid of honor, and then both you and your groom can be standing there holding hands and looking at each other. And it is important to look at each other during the ceremony, particularly during the vows. Try not to look at me, but look at each other. Ring vows. Don't panic if that ring doesn't go on quite as easily as it did the last time you tried it on her finger. Again, we get nervous, we hold water, the ring may be a little tight. Don't worry about it. She's going to get that wiggled on just fine. I pledge to support you through the planning of your ceremony with insight and compassion. From what you need to know about getting your marriage license to walking back down the aisle as Mr. and Mrs. I know what to expect and what to look for, so there's no surprises. The wedding ceremony is the heart and foundation of your marriage. Let's make it the centerpiece of your day together. My website is ceremoniesoftheheart.com. That's ceremonies-of-the-heart.com. Have a wonderful day.